Today I'm speaking with one of the most beautiful and intelligent and certainly the #1 actress in Bollywood. She is Tabu. She's also a 2-time national award winner. I don't know any actress that has won a national award for Machis right at the beginning of her career and also for Chandni Baad. She's here supporting a very important cause for Maitri. She's here to support the gala. Tabuji, can you tell us something about the cause you're supporting and why you're supporting it?
The cause, of course, it's to fight against domestic violence, not just for South Asian women, but women in general. And I feel strongly about the cause, and I appreciate and acknowledge the effort that Maitri has made and for so many years, and they have been consistent. So, and I wanted to be a part of it, and I could never make it when Suman asked me, but this year I made sure that I was here, and I'm glad I did that.
Thank you. Well, women's issues have always been really important in your life and in your films because you've played a lot of roles that have carried different nuances of women's issues. I mean, Astitwa was very much like a woman who was kind of neglected by her husband and not loved. And why do you think it is in the Indian community generally that women hide the issues? They don't want the issues to surface. I mean, Maitri's out there, they're trying to increase the awareness. But why are women concealing the issue? Why are they hiding it? And they're shameful about it.
It's not just about their issues, but I think as a culture we have been discouraged from speaking our minds, whether it's about sexuality, issues, love, anger, children. We are not allowed to speak our minds. It's only now that the younger generation has the courage to speak to their parents about things they feel. So I think it's basically in our culture, and the role of the woman in our culture. Always in the movies we've always seen women as the silent sufferers, and I think silent suffering was seen as a great virtue where women are concerned. So it became like a quality to possess. And push. Also, as a community, we tend to push things under the carpet and don't resolve it. I don't know if we don't like confrontations or we just don't want to deal with it. But I think it's more to do with our culture, and it's not just with women's issues. It's like I said, with everything. Children can't speak. This one can't speak. Students can't speak against teachers. So we've been used to living like this, but it's changing.
And especially there are women in the U.S. that you think that they're educated and they're coming to husbands that are educated. 80% of the women that seek support for Maitri are wives of H-1Bs, and when they have the H-2 visa, they can't work. So a lot of the things that we're talking about that women should be empowered and working, they're not able to. What is your comment about women working and being independent?
Well, I will talk about it from my perspective. About my life and what I have learned and what I have been told since I was a child from my grandmother. In that era, my grandmother taught for 47 years. She was a teacher. She broke the norms in her family to educate herself. Her father educated her. They believed in the power of knowledge, of education, and they always drove this point home, and they always made sure that we got this point across in our heads that we have to be educated and we have to be economically independent before we settle down in life. That was one thing that my grandmother always told us. So I understand where she was coming from, and now I understand what it is to be economically independent. I think everybody, men, women, or irrespective of gender, and especially women, need to be economically, financially independent, because that should not be the reason why you stick around in a bad situation.
Thank you. Well, one of the important things about you coming for Maitri is it's really important, viewers, that she's supporting it so much that she's here for the cause pro bono, and very few actresses and actors give their time and their support for a cause pro bono. And thank you, Tabu. Thank you for being on SITAARRE.